Good
How are you?
morning, Dr. Smiley and Dr. Michelle. Nice to see you
Well,
all.
you trick me with Edwin sometimes, but I'll call you Edwin Colwell because that's what you have on your screen. But I want to thank you for being not only on the show, but for doing so many great things to elevate perfect publishing. And would love you to share who you are and what you bring to authorship. And of course, the book that taught me the English language. I was very appreciative of that.
Absolutely. So today I am here to discuss the book that Dr. Smiley and I co-authored, World Power, and my blur background is probably obscuring. But anyhow, this was a vocabulary builder that Ken and I decided to help others who wanted to elevate their delivery, whether it be in personal communications, speaking from stages, email correspondence, whatever it may be. We wanted to be able to take some of the most useful parts out of the dictionary and sort of offer them up to people to augment their speaking style. So the original World Power in its current form was really just sort of like intended to be a promotional just to get the ball rolling, and it contains 100 vocabulary words. We are working on the World Power Spartan edition, which will take the book up to 300 words. And so in the past, we've discussed some of our favorite words that we included in World Power. And in the first edition, some of the clear winners were lothologica, which is means the inability to remember a word. So rather than saying something like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I'm having a brain fart. I just can't remember the word that I'm trying to think of," you could say something like, "I'm suffering from a temporary case of lothologica. Give me just a minute," and it sounds a little more eloquent, even though you're struggling for a word. Um, you can still get across the point that you're an effective communicator. Um, Meliorism was another one of our favorites from the first edition. Meliorism means the belief that the world tends to improve and that humans can aid in its betterment. So that's one that we've used very often. So we're going to basically triple the size of this book, and the new version has got a whole lot of words that I think people that are in the personal development space should consider trying to incorporate into their vocabulary. One of Ken's favorites that's in the Spartan edition is fecundity. Fecundity means showing signs of potential for abundant growth. And abundance is a word that we constantly hear in the self-development, self-improvement space. But people don't often describe whatever it is that they're trying to get across as a fecund or fecundity in their activities. Um, the other one I constantly hear people talking about from stages is asking people to find their North Star. What is their North Star? Well, a more appropriate word for that would be their sinosure. Sinusurus is actually the name of the North Star in the Ursa Minor constellation. So when you have a word that's constantly being overused in a space, like and everyone's saying, "Oh, find your North Star, do this, your North Star." Um, I think it's more eloquent to say, let this be the sinosure. So anyhow, there it contains a lot of useful new words. It has a QR code that you can link for a pronunciation guide, etymology, um, and examples of usage, and a few suggestions on how you can use the book to improve your vocabulary. So again, the book is World Power. It is co-authored by myself and Dr. Smiley. And so anybody who is looking to improve their vocabulary, this could be an excellent resource for you. And that's about it.
Do you have the book handy to show? or do you?
Yes, I tried to bring it up earlier.
Yeah, there you go. And
Uh,
and by the way, it's blurry because the reason it's a little blurry is not because of the background. It's because you're learning words as you're watching Ed, and as you learn the words better, it becomes more clear, the cover, I've noticed.
I'll take your word for it.
So Edwin, I am excited about the Spartan edition coming out, and my birthday is around the corner. I'm going to make a request on my birthday I get the Spartan edition, because I want to continue learning the English language. I don't think the first 100 words is really going to cut it. I do want to share a couple things with you. First of all, I know you weren't going to brag about this, but I will. Edwin came with a gamifying the idea, and there's the book. That's the second edition of the cards, and we have, of course, on the other side, the words. So you can play the game of picking a card, pick a word for the day that you're going to use a couple times. And let me see. I have. There's one of the words you used.
Lothologica, yeah.
Yeah, I found it. I was frantically looking for it because I knew you were going to test me and say, "Can you find this word?" And then one of my favorites.
Lexicon.
And then I wanted to share something I thought was kind of humorous, is that our jokers do not have any words, but yet the ace has a good word that would go in the joker.
Jacose. That works out nice.
So Ed, thank you so much for enriching not only my vocabulary, but my joy in life. You are a very witty person and have helped with several books, and it's just always a pleasure to hit the road with you and meet other great leaders. And we've made a lot of friends on the road, haven't we?
We certainly have.
All right. Well, we're going to go ahead and put the link for you to get the first edition. I wouldn't call it a prototype. I'll just say it was the one that awakened us that there's 200 more words we want to put together for the Spartan edition. So thank you, Ed, for being part of the Author-thon. And I think we're bringing in the next guest momentarily. So have a
Thank you,
great day.
Dr. Smiley. Thank you, Dr. Michelle. Enjoy the Author-thon.